So it's currently almost 10:30 at night, and I'm about to lay down to go to sleep because I have a long day tomorrow. I'm actually going to be house sitting for one of the bosses at work, and I'm excited because I get to see the dog that he rescued from outside of the shop, and he's the most beautiful white pit bull. I mean, just the most handsome face that you will ever see. And I'll try to get a little video of him while I'm over there. And I'm excited because I get to get away from here for a night. I get to get away from all of the stuff that's been happening. I guess I know what it's going to be like when I'm gone for even a night. You know, she talks about being capable of doing things by herself, but when it comes time to doing it, she doesn't do it. She calls on my dad to do it for her. And I know that that's how it's going to be. And I'm trying not to be irritated. The problem is like last time when I was gone for a couple of days and she was camped out in my room, which I've told her I can because mine stays cooler than basically everywhere else in the house. But it's the disrespect that comes with it. I found out that not only did she burn a hole in my comforter, she burned a hole in my top sheet, she burned a hole in my bottom sheet. And when I came home from work one day, I think it was actually yesterday, I had a huge stain on my sheet from her spilling a popsicle that melted. And she didn't even have the kindness to clean it up. You know, the thing about a narcissist is if it's not theirs, then they don't worry about it. And if it's theirs, they get severely agitated when something happens to it. I couldn't ever imagine doing that to somebody. I couldn't ever imagine being that kind of person to somebody. You know, it really came down to my personal decision never to have children because I wouldn't want I wouldn't want the fight that would come with that when I decided that she wouldn't be able to see the kids. I wouldn't want that fight of her thinking I'm irresponsible and trying to take the kids and then them being raised by her. More than that, I don't want my trauma to be theirs. You know, I don't want the stuff that I went through to manifest through me and then going to somebody else and getting hurt. I know I couldn't survive that. And I know with therapy, I could probably do a lot better, but I also haven't really ever had the chance to live life. And when I get out of here, that's what I want to do. I want to live my life. I want to be able to go places and do things just for the sake of being able to do it. And each time that I'm over at my friend's house where I'm going to be living, the world opens up a little bit more and I'm happier. And I want that more than anything to be my life. I want that to be my everyday, you know, where I can go home and all of my belongings are there. They're not hidden at somebody else's house for protection. Where I can sleep in and nobody's going to bother me. Where I can write or I can read or I can game or I can sleep and I'm not having to get up and do everything and worry about everything and shop and clean and cook and do. I get so tired of doing that. I get I get fed up, I guess. Everything lands on my shoulders here and I want that to be done. And I keep telling myself one day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. I just wish it was a lot sooner. So, my final thoughts for the night are tomorrow when I go over there, of course, I'm gonna be respectful that it's their house, but I'm going to also enjoy the time that I have away, the time that I have to myself. And I'm going to plan for next weekend of going to Jessica's house and just getting the hell away. I'm going to fall asleep with my kitty after I write in my journal. I'm going to work on my story that I've had going while I'm over there. And I'm going to be thankful tonight that I was able to get stuff done early and I can take my medicine and I can just go to sleep. And isn't she beautiful? This is Woosie. She is an absolute baby, and I love her very, very much. So, final thing that I have to just ask myself is, will I be able to have the patience to wait? Because every time that I act quickly and without thought, it doesn't work out. And I don't want this to be that. So I'm going to tell myself to be patient. Because it's going to happen. And when it does, it's going to be beautiful. So let's all just keep going in the right direction. Shall we? Have a good night, guys.